Joining us now live on set, our political insiders, Tony May, Charlie Giroux. Guys, thank you as always for joining us today.
Everybody's talking about what happened in Boston, those terrible bombings, and the rest of the country. Charlie, let's start with you. Washington, D.C., and all the way to San Francisco. The big cities all put in heavier security. What should we have done or have we done in Pennsylvania?
I'm going to be very honest. I have no idea. I mean, I really don't know. That's not my specialty. I'm not an emergency preparedness guy. I do have great faith in the people here that do the emergency preparedness work and lay out the safety plans for us, and I hope that the protocols they put in place are followed.
I got to ask you, Tony, politically, how do you feel the president has handled it?
Well, I think he's doing what he has to do, which is to give people some sense of calm and some sense of control over what's going on. I mean, I think the whole problem with terrorism is it's designed to make people lose their sense of control over their surroundings. You're afraid to go out into the street, you're afraid to stay in your own house, you're afraid to go to work. And I think that we in Harrisburg are fortunate we have in-place security already. Like, you can't go into the Capitol without some sort of supervision or observation. And the one thing I think that people can do is to exercise their own good judgment. When you see strangers, when you see someone dumping a backpack into a trash can or something suspicious like that, you ought to report it, and the police are prepared to react.
And President Obama just announced about a half an hour ago that he will head to Boston on Thursday, where he'll talk to a lot of people about what will be done for the area. Too soon, not soon enough, or perfectly on par?
Probably perfectly on par.
All right.
Okay, I know you want to move on, because the Eastern Sports and Outdoor Show ended up being canceled completely this past year because the company that ran it banned assault-style weapons. Then businesses started backing out, and the whole thing fell apart. Now a new sponsor, the NRA.
Is that surprising?
I think it's a great move. It's a good thing for the region. This brings millions of dollars into Harrisburg and the vicinity, which were lost because of a boneheaded move on the part of the previous event sponsor or manager. This is a good thing for Harrisburg. It's a good thing for sportsmen. The NRA is going to plow most of that money back into the farm show complex itself, so that it's a win-win-win situation. And quite bluntly, there's a little bit of poetic justice here.
Sounds like it. Now, $80 million lost this February.
Well, but I think there's a good sign here for everybody to take some good feelings out of, and that is that I see it as a branding situation. There's a great national brand, for good or ill, in the National Rifle Association. That they're taking over this show means that it will come back as a strong show, but it also means that the National Rifle Association is broadening its appeal, which I think is what's behind a lot of their hard-headedness on guns. They're losing membership, they're losing, the number of gun owners are declining across the country. If they're broadening their reach and going into outdoor activities in general, fishing, camping, boating, it means that I think we're looking towards a more peaceful time, a more rational time.
Are we going to see them throughout the Eastern Sports, or the new sports show next year? Because at the Eastern Sports and Outdoor Show, they had a pretty large setup there where people could go and learn more about the NRA. Are we going to see them scattered more about, do you think?
I'm guessing that now that it's their show, their brand will be pretty indelibly marked upon this event. It's a great thing for the city of Harrisburg, for the region, for sportsmen, and for people that are interested in the great American outdoor show. This is, as I say, a very positive development.
All right, sounds like it.
All right, Tony, Charlie, thanks again for always being here on Tuesdays.
We almost agreed.
You almost did.
I was surprised.
Almost.
We couldn't get them to spar at all.
You can catch our political insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.
And for all